Security cameras are pretty standard for most people nowadays, and are an excellent way to protect property and sometimes solve crimes. But every now and again, things show up on them that is not only terrifying, but also unexplained. In this video we look at 5 pieces of disturbing security camera footage. Before we begin, don't forget to check out our new podcast, the Hit the Lights podcast, on Apple Podcasts by clicking the link in the description or in the pinned comment. It will be available on other podcast platforms soon. Our plan so far with the podcast has been to upload most of our documentary audios and other videos we've uploaded to YouTube that we think would fit well in audio format. We will also be experimenting with some new type of content, and will no longer be uploading our Cold Case Detective main videos on Cold Case Detective. These instead will be podcast episodes. However, we will still be continuing the lists on Cold Case Detective. And nothing will change with this channel top 5s. We'll also be uploading our meditation/hypnosis audios on the podcast. So don't forget to check it out, because at the moment we're uploading daily content over there. Now, as always, hit those lights, sit back and enjoy. Return of a former resident. This first clip is a few years old, but it didn't seem to do the rounds like some of the others, so we thought we would share it. It was caught on a home security camera in Clovis, New Mexico, on the evening of the 22nd of August 2017. Brianna Hernandez and her family were eating dinner when her husband spotted this on the security video that surveyed their driveway. Take a look. So what was that? If we replay the footage, you can clearly see a translucent figure streaking across the screen. Now this could be any number of things, from a man in a white shirt captured on a low resolution camera, to a jogger wearing all black with just a white top. It could of course all be an elaborate hoax. However, there is a bit of history to the land the Hernandez's house was built on. It was the plot that a former resident lived in before his house was torn down to make way for the duplex the Hernandezes now live in. Apparently the owner died in the house, and it was left empty for some years, and the Hernandezes have always suspected the area was haunted by the dead man. So was this his ghost revisiting his former home? What do you make of the footage? Missy Beavers. At 3:50 AM on Monday, April 18th, 2016, surveillance footage captured an unknown person breaking into the Creekside Church of Christ in Midlothian, Texas. The perpetrator was seen creeping through the closed building, dressed head to toe in fake SWAT gear. The person, wandering through the halls, can be seen carrying a hammer. The oversized uniform makes it impossible to know the gender of the individual, but it's obvious from their demeanour that they have a sinister intention, and it wasn't a robbery. Later that morning, 45-year-old fitness instructor and mother of 3, Terry, Missy Beavers, arrives at the church at around 4:20 AM. Missy had arrived early to set up for a 5 AM class, but as she walked into the church, she had no idea what was waiting for her. At 5:06 AM, one of Missy's clients frantically calls 911 after discovering her fitness instructor had been brutally attacked. Missy was found with puncture wounds to her head and chest and was unresponsive. After launching a murder inquiry and watching the surveillance footage, police concluded the disguised person was her killer. The footage was quickly released to the public in the hope of a quick resolution to the murder. With such detailed footage, they believed someone must recognize who this was. However, the public focus soon turned to Missy's private life and the state of her marriage and finances. There were allegations of extramarital affairs and tensions in the Beavers' marriage, as well as the discovery of flirtatious and familiar messages sent between Missy and an unnamed individual. The headlines caused many to believe that Missy's husband, Brandon, and his family were responsible for her murder. This was bolstered when it was noted that the assailant displayed a distinctive walk, possibly caused by an injury to his or her right leg or foot. Brandon's father, Randy Beavers, had a similar posture and gait. However, after extensive investigations, the police have emphasised that Missy's family is not a focus of the investigation, and that they now believe her murder was a targeted hit. The police later released parking lot footage from a couple of hours before Missy was murdered. The video shows a light-coloured Nissan Altima circling the lot, and at one point turning its headlights on and off. In a photo of the vehicle, released by police, there appears to be a distinctive sticker on the bumper. But although interested in interviewing the individual, police have stated that they do not think the car is tied to Missy's murder. Initially it was believed Missy's murder was a case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But now the police and Missy's husband believe she knew her killer, and this was not a random attack, but rather a calculated hit by someone who knew her routine. Missy's extensive social media presence has also led some to question the danger of sharing too much information and not realising the potential consequences. According to news reports, Missy had hundreds of Facebook friends, but left her posts on the popular social network open to the public, including more than 1,400 photos and videos. It was also revealed that 3 days before she died, she had shown a friend creepy and strange LinkedIn messages from a man neither of them knew. Sadly, even though the authorities have received over 1,300 tips, they believe that the majority of them were not based in fact, but speculation. The scandalous allegations surrounding the case have hindered the investigation and overshadowed the fact that Missy was a much-loved mother, daughter and wife, and popular member of the community. If you have any information regarding the murder of Missy Beavers, the unidentified individual in the video footage, or the night of April 18, 2016, please do not hesitate to call the Midlothian Police at 972-775-7624. Weird behaviour. This next one is just plain weird. It was uploaded to a YouTube channel called Rainy Skylar, a channel that mostly shows security camera footage of bears, mountain lions or bloodhounds, as well as some other general footage. We are assuming this footage is also outside the same house, as it appears to show the same area as the other videos. We're not sure of the location, but we think it's Colorado. It was uploaded on 15th of September 2013 and had been captured the night before. This time, there were no bears or mountain lions, just a strange human. The video description reads, "A woman walks out of the darkness on a cold, wet night, in the mountains far from a busy road and no immediate neighbours. It's worth pointing out that the woman wanders around the property for over 10 minutes, but the clip is condensed." Take a look at the footage. Now if you spotted that on your security camera, you would feel a bit unnerved. The video understandably drew some attention and has been viewed nearly 250,000 times on a channel that usually gets between 100 and 1,000 views per video. Many likened it to a walker for obvious reasons, and others thought maybe it was someone on drugs or mentally ill. The worrying thing is, there is no conclusion to this. No one knows who the person was, what she was doing, or what became of her. There have been no updates from the channel, and no uploads since 2017. It's strange how we are more freaked out by the behaviour of a human than we are about the bears and mountain lions that regularly prowl around this guy's property. What do you make of it? Creepy clown compilation. Now this is a bit different for us, because we never really jumped on the creepy clown thing, but we thought no creepy security video footage would be complete without a couple of clowns. So here is a compilation of some of the creepiest clown videos ever. We have no explanation for why people behave this way, and doubt any of you have, unless you are one of them. Turn the headphones up for this one, and hold tight. Pretty damn scary. Of course, just a bit of fun. And after the clown craze was a thing, very few clowns started appearing on people's security cameras. Even though these are just for fun, they're always scary nonetheless. The Naked Intruder. Before we dive into number 1, don't forget to check out our Patreon page, where we have recently uploaded a new Murderous Minds episode on Jim Jones and the Jonestown Massacre. Lots more documentaries to come, so don't forget to join us for just $2 per month. Reality TV star Danielle Lianci had the shock of her life on New Year's Eve 2015, when her security camera captured a masked, naked figure peering through the window of her home in Birmingham, Alabama. Danielle was alerted to the intruder after her husband Bart took out the trash and caught a glimpse of a shadow in the backyard. Bart yelled at the man, who ran off, and followed him briefly as he called 911. The couple's security footage captured clear images of the intruder, and when they looked back over it, they were horrified. Take a look. Vestavia Hills police responded to the scene, but were not able to find the intruder. As you can see, the man is wearing nothing apart from a sock to cover his modesty and a President Ronald Reagan mask. Police remarked at the time that it was very cold and he wouldn't last long with no clothes on. Shortly after the incident, the Jersey Belle star posted the bizarre video to her Facebook page, warning people in the area to lock their doors, and the footage went viral. You'll be glad to hear the incident has since been solved when someone came forward and admitted they knew who it was, and that the person would be coming by to apologise to Danielle the following day. The person apparently did come by and apologise, explaining it was just a prank, and that his group of friends did it for a dare. Danielle accepted his apology and chose not to name the teenager, saying that it was a relief to know it was a prank and not someone that had other intentions. However, in reality, it was a prank that could have gone seriously wrong. A naked man loitering outside someone's home could have been mistaken for a murderer or a rapist. And if a property owner was willing to use a gun to protect themselves and their family, the incident could have made headlines for a completely different reason. So that's 5 disturbing security camera videos that we're sure will keep you up tonight. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.